We had some technical difficulties, so we're starting late. We we were broadcasting on the wrong Facebook channel. I was well into the beginning of our practice, so sorry we didn't have to bring you along with us when we started. So I'm starting again. I had said so many good things.
You did. You did. It was all the staff's fault.
We just have to have a sense of humor and move on, don't we? That's true about life as well as anything else that we get involved in. You just have to have a sense of humor about things and move on. Otherwise, you just make you uptight. So getting back into our yoga frame of mind, let's start with that thought. You just sometimes have to have a sense of humor about what's going on around you sometimes, and about yourself most of all. If you can maintain a little bit of a sense of humor about yourself, you'll be a lot better off in the long run. Let's go ahead and stretch out and just start to feel the mat. Hopefully you've got a nice quiet place to practice today. If you don't, just accept that the distractions may come. Go ahead lying on your mat. Begin that nice deep breath. Y'all know how to get started. Letting your mind come just to your mat. Staying only on your mat, letting everything else go. Everything you worked on this week, everything that's been on your mind, just let it go for this little short time. And think only of your breath. And begin to point and flex your feet as you breathe. Let it feel good. Focusing only on the movements of your ankles and your toes, rolling your feet around, pointing and flexing. Do whatever feels good to you right now, loosening up those toes and ankles. Just breathe. And let that be your yoga just right now. Your breath and just being aware of your feet, just your feet. Then go ahead and extend out of your torso. Get those legs nice and long. Keep your breath nice and deep. Nice and deep, stretching out on our mat. Bringing your arms up over your head, stretching out nice and long, reaching those fingertips away, that those thumbs are pointing down to the ground. You're extending your legs out of your hip sockets. Your arms are stretching out of your underarms, your side body's long. Hopefully, if you're stretching really actively, you might even feel that stretch into your abdominals, down into your lower abdominals. Nice long stretch, nice deep breaths. Inhale deep, and on an exhale, roll into a little ball. Oh yeah, and pull your forehead up towards your knees. If that's comfortable for you, you can grab your knees. If for some reason it's not comfortable on your neck, don't do it. You know what I say, just do what feels good and delicious to you today. But if you can make yourself as tiny as you can on this exhale, and then let's do a few crunches. Inhale, extending out nice and long, letting your arms and legs hover over the ground for a little more challenge. And then on an exhale, rolling into that ball. And you can do this quickly or slowly. What do you feel like doing today? You may let your legs and arms flop at the extension. You can do that. You can do whatever you like. What feels good? If you want to challenge yourself, you can really super slow those crunches on your exhale. Yeah, get a little work on those abs. Just wake them up. Wake them up. Having some toning in your abs is good for supporting your low back. Now, ever how many you've done? If you're ready, join me back on your back. Nice deep breath, feeling that belly stretching out the muscles you just worked on those crunches. Nice. Bringing your feet up to your mat, bringing your heel towards your bum, your knees pointed towards the ceiling. Heel toe out to the outer edges of your feet, on the outer edges of your mat. Nice deep inhale, and on an exhale, just let those knees fall over to one side. And just breathe and notice where you feel that stretch. Thank you, gravity, for this nice passive stretch. Now, we're not doing anything here, but just letting go and breathing. Letting that stretch happen naturally. On your next inhale, bring your legs up through center and over to the other side. And then just hold for a moment there. Notice, just notice as you breathe deeply how this side feels versus the other side. Just becoming aware of your body and your breath as we warm up a little bit here. Then inhaling, come back and forth, rocking those knees one side and then the other. Nice little massage on the low back, waking up the hip joints. Get a little lubrication of the synovial fluids when we move our joints slowly and gently and warming up. Coming back up to center, heel toe back together, bending your elbows, just rolling your wrists and wiggling your fingers. Keep that deep breath going, and then wiggle, going in the other direction, just loosening up. Lifting your arms up off your mat, circling your forearms to warm up your elbow joints in one direction and then the other, and coming back to center. Bringing your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, and then try rocking forward and backwards and see if you can rock yourself up to sitting. And come into a comfortable cross-leg position. Just really get comfy, getting your sits bones nice and solid down on your mat. Let your legs get heavy. That spine is long, right up to the base of your skull. The top of your head is lifting to the ceiling. Your chin is parallel with the floor. Your shoulders, let's inhale and bring them up to the ears. Squeeze, 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 and then let them drop. Let's do it again. Inhale up, squeeze, 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 and then let them drop. Bringing your arms on either side of you. That spine is nice and straight. That little muscle right between your shoulder blades, you can engage that and bring your back nice and straight. Lower your shoulders. Place your fingertips on either side of you. That right arm lifted up to the sky, reaching your fingertips nice and long, and then reaching over to the wall away. Opening your side body. We're not letting our shoulders collapse down. We're keeping nice and open, stretching the underarm down to the long side of your waist, all the way down. Inhale, up, lift and reach. The other side, up, lift and reach, and then come across. Keeping your shoulders parallel, facing forward. Nice deep breath, stretching along that side body. Up, and then let's just sway back and forth like little flowers or trees in the wind, just warming up our waist. Let it feel good and loose. Now sitting back straight up, feeling those sits bones nice and solid. Placing your hands on your knees. Go ahead and round your back. Let your chin come to your chest and begin to lean back, straightening your arms, and lean back so completely that if you let go, you would tip over. Really rounding the back and letting your arms hold you onto your knees. And then on the inhale, come forward. Bring your chest forward. Keep your shoulders low. Turn your gaze up and arch your back. Nice deep breath. And then on the exhale, let's roll back again, straightening your arms, rounding your back, dropping your chin. Exhale. Inhale, coming forward again for that arched back. Let's go back and forth a couple of times at your own pace. Inhaling, arch, exhaling, rounded. Basically keeping your seat fairly still while you're just letting the motion happen within your spine. Coming back to center, nice deep breath. Bring your hands to prayer. Pressing your thumb to your breastbone. Engage your arms by pressing your palms together. And just take a moment. A nice straight Sukhasana, nice cross-leg position. Pretend you're some ancient sage meditating in that beautiful form you're sitting in right there. Nice deep breath. Bringing your arms up over your head, keeping your sits bones deep into your mat. Fold from your hips. So bring your hands forward. You're bringing your chest out. You're not rounding. Bring your chest out as far as you can over your bent legs. Keeping your sits bone, you're not rocking forward. Keep sitting back in your sits bone and fold forward as far as you can go. Placing those with your back straight, placing those hands out in front of you, keeping your back nice and straight. See if you can just walk out a little bit, stretching along that low back, maybe one of your hips. Just see where you feel it. Nice deep breath. Keep your chest coming forward. Chest coming forward. You might notice I take my elbows sometimes and I press them against my legs to bring myself forward just a little bit further. You can try that if you like. Just see how far you can come with your back straight. Good stretch. Now on this deep inhale, extend your spine nice and long. And on your exhale, go ahead and round down. Let your forehead come down toward the mat. Let your chin come toward your chest. And roll down, round in that back. Just sort of fold into yourself here. Nice deep breaths. Let your forehead come towards the floor. Try to keep your sits bones back there in your mat. You're not tipping over forward. Nice deep breath. Just a good stretch all along your spine. Yeah, let your head hang for traction. Then inhale, straighten that spine. And then walk over to your right. Coming over that right knee. See if you can straighten your spine a little bit more. Again, keeping your sits bones, not tipping over this way. Feel a nice stretch all along that opposite hip. Nice, long, straight back. Deep inhale, and then on an exhale, go ahead and let that forehead come down toward your knee. If you want, you can place your hands under your knee and actually pull yourself down if that feels good. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep breaths. Get that great stretch on that opposite hip. Nice deep breath. Nice clear mind. On your next inhale, straighten your spine. And let's walk it on over to the other side. Walk it on over. We're going to bring our torso over this knee. Straighten your spine, lower your shoulders. See if you can feel that stretch on your opposite hip, or where are you feeling? Just where are you feeling it? Just focus on the sensations that you have. While you breathe deeply into wherever that stretch is happening. And then on an exhale, go ahead and rolling that forehead down toward your knee. Again, you can reach underneath there and pull yourself down if that feels good. Trying to keep your sits bones even in your mat. Getting a great stretch on that opposite hip. Nice deep breath. Inhale, straighten your spine, low shoulders. Walking back to center. Walk it back. Now walking back upright, sitting upright, taking your hands behind you, placing them with your fingertips toward your bum. Open your chest really wide. Nice deep breath. Nice arched back. If it's comfortable, let your head fall back. If it's comfortable. Opening your chest, bringing your shoulder blades together, and then slowly coming back up to neutral. Reestablishing that great deep breath, then rolling forward into table. In table, we're going to have our knees underneath our hips, our legs along the floor with the tops of our feet flat on the mat. Our fingers are spread wide. We have our wrist underneath our elbow, underneath our shoulders. We're pressing firmly into our hands to lift our chest. Try to keep your neck in alignment with your spine. Nice deep breath. Tighten those abdominals. Yeah. Nice deep breath. Take your right leg straight back. Turn your toes under, stretching that foot, the fascia in the bottom of your foot, stretching your toes under. Nice stretch. Stretching your calf. And then deep inhale. Exhale, bring that knee towards your nose. Towards your nose. And then on an exhale, take it back out. A couple donkey kicks. Just bring that knee towards your nose. And kick it back out on an inhale. Exhale, knee towards nose. Exhale, extend nice and long. Keep your pressing in your arms, keeping your chest lifted. Let's do a couple more here. And then coming back to table, wiggle your tail. Other side, turning those toes under, really stretching your foot, stretching your calf. And then lifting up and bringing it, inhale, exhaling up to your nose, inhaling, kicking back, exhaling, knee to nose, kicking back. Just a couple of these, just warming up a little, just a little bit different today. Really good for your abs. Coming back to table, let's really rock our hips from side to side. So when I say that, go ahead and just almost tip over to the side of your mat, one way and the other, really exaggerating that rocking motion. Coming back into beautiful child's pose. Remember that child's pose is always here for you during your practice. I've always said someday I'm just going to spend the whole practice there. But whether or not your forehead hits the floor or not, you can use a block or you can use your hands. But try to make sure wherever you are, your hips are back at your heels and your forehead is coming down and relaxing so that your neck can be nice and loose. Your arms can be stretched out in front of you or they can be alongside your legs. And breathe. Feel the rounding of your back. Notice your back opening with every breath. And with every breath, feel your tummy press into your thighs. Just let go. Let go. Let your mind be soft. Thinking only of your breath and the sensations that you have as you have a nice, soft child's pose. Now we're going to reach our hands way up to the front of our mat. Come up onto our knees, turn those toes under, and press into a downward facing dog. So go ahead and pedal your feet, play with it. Remember to keep your hands spread nice and wide, and you're going to be pressing all around your palm, all of your knuckles, flat on the floor. You're lifting your tailbone up to the sky, and you're not forward. You're pressing. Your head is dangling through your arms. Let your neck be nice and loose. Shake it yes and no. Notice that beautiful stretch all along the back body. Open your upper back. Nice deep breaths. Stand up on your tippy toes all the way up and then lower those heels as far as they go. They may or may not touch the floor. Your legs may be bent or straight. It's all good. Now come forward and come down onto your forearms. Interlace your fingers. You're going to be, let's say we come down onto almost like a plank. But you're going to press through your forearms and lift your tailbone up for dolphin. So you're in a modified downward facing dog, basically. You're on your forearms. Now from here, press yourself forward over your arms. We're going to go back and forth a few times. Give it a try, or not. It's a nice strengthener for your arms, shoulders, and your abs. And after you've done a couple of those, just go ahead and drop your knees and come on back to a kneeling position. Just something a little different today. From your kneeling position, stop just a moment. Let your shoulders drop down nice and low behind you. Sit back nice and tall. Let your shoulders be low. Breathe. Breathe. Bring your hands out in front. Bring them back around behind you. Interlace your fingers. Once you get your fingers interlaced, straighten your arms and open your chest. Pull down towards the floor. Opening your front body. If you can, drop your forehead, your neck, your head back. Let me turn back around. It's really stretching your chest. Open nice and wide. Deep breath. You can really feel that stretch. And bring your head back to neutral. Release your arms and float around and land on your thighs. Nice deep breath. Coming up on your knees for gate. Bring your right leg out to the side. Move my stuff over here. Now you can flex your foot, or you can point your foot down onto the mat. Play with that, see what feels best for you. Keeping your hips aligned with the front of your mat, the long side of your mat. Go ahead and drop your right arm down to your right leg. Bring your left arm up. We're gonna do a little side bend. Let that right arm come right down your right leg. Keep your shoulders open. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Nice deep breath. Inhale, coming up. Then turn to face that extended leg. Turn, and then see if you can fold from your hips, bringing your chest towards your toes. Just see where that goes. You can slide your arms down your leg. Again, your foot can be flexed or pointed flat on the floor. See if you can fold forward a bit more. And take a nice deep inhale and let your forehead come down toward your knee. Take a deep breath here. Feeling that stretch wherever you're feeling it. Back out if you need to back out, wherever you are. Now inhale, engage your abdominals. We're going to rise up and then turn back to face the long side of your mat. Beautiful. Bring that leg in. Other side. Again, your foot can be flexed or flat. I'm going to try it flat on this side. Just getting crazy. Turn your hips towards the long side of your mat. Place your left hand on your left leg. Bring your right arm up and then let that left arm slide down. That left leg for a nice side stretch. You should also get a big stretch on the back of that extended leg. Try to keep your shoulders parallel with the long end of your mat. Reaching. Inhale up. Take both arms up and turn toward that extended leg. And then see if we can drop those down. Keeping your back straight as you can. See if you can fold from your hips coming down over that leg. Bring your chest towards your foot. The chest is coming towards your foot. Try to keep your shoulders low. See how far you can come. Comfortably, comfortably. If it gets too much, just back out. Take a nice deep breath and bring that forehead towards your knee. And then just let go. Just hang there a couple of breaths. Another deep breath and engage those abdominals. Rise up. Face back towards the side. Bring that knee in. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring yourself to standing. Find our mountain pose. Top of your mat. Rocking into those feet. They're going to be nice and firm foundation for your mountain pose. Lifting from the soles of your feet, your calves, your thighs. Your abdominals are nice and firm. You're not preparing for a punch. You're just engaged. Your upper body, your chest is nice and wide. Your shoulders are low. Your fingers are reaching towards the earth. That little muscle in between your shoulder blades is nice and engaged. Your chin is parallel with the floor. The top of your head is lifting towards the sky. Nice, straight, beautiful posture. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Drop your shoulders. Now, from here, press your hips towards the front of your mat. And as you press your hips towards the front of your mat, let your upper body naturally fall into a back bend. Naturally, we're not crunching those upper vertebrae. We're just letting them fall back. Nice and soft as far as you're comfortable going. You can press forward with your thighs. On an inhale, engage those abdominals and rise back up. Go ahead, bringing your arms back down to your side. So the nice back bend there, the counter posture to that is a forward fold. So let's get ready. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. All the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, flat back. Remember, you're folding from your hips, flat back. We're doing that forward fold. We're going to add on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, take your right leg back into a low or high lunge. You choose. Take your time. Get nice and solid and steady wherever you are. If you're doing a high lunge, you're pushing back through that extended heel. Your leg is straight. You can put your hands on your knee, bring your chest forward. Nice deep breath. If you're in a low lunge, your knee is down, it's behind your hip for a nice stretch on that thigh. But either way, that front knee is either over or behind your ankle, and it's tracking towards your little toe. Nice deep breath. Exhale, we're coming down. Bring that front foot back to the meet your back foot for plank or an active table, your choice. If you're in plank, you're in a straight line. Your belly's not sagging, your booty's not in the air. Your wrists are under your elbows and they're under your shoulders. Your hands are spread wide. Nice deep breath, engage those abdominals. Everybody drop your knees. Keep your elbows pulled in nice and tight. And then come down slowly to the mat. Take a nice deep breath. And inhale, lift your shoulders off the mat and drop the mat. Turn your toes under, pressing into your hands, coming into a downward facing dog. Nice deep breath. Do about 3 breaths here, maybe 4, 2, 3. Get ready to bring that right foot up between your hands. 4, and we're bringing it up. Help it up as much as you need to. And come into your lunge on this side. Again, it can be a high or a low lunge. Get nice and solid. Bring your chest forward, whether you're in a high or low lunge. Either way, pay attention to that front knee. If you're in a high lunge, extend that leg nice and long. Wherever you are, bring your chest forward. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down, bring that back foot up to meet the front for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse one dive all the way up. Hands to prayer. Take a couple of breaths here. Reestablishing your nice deep breath. Nice clear mind. Before we start the other side of our Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. Side 2, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Take your left foot back into a low or high lunge, your choice. Just take your time. We're not in any hurry. Bring your chest forward, find yourself feeling nice and strong wherever you are. Nice deep breath on an exhale. Bring those hands down. Bring your front foot back to meet the back foot for a plank or a table. Nice deep breath. Check your form. Press through your heels if you're in a plank and reach to the top of your head. Nice deep breath. Pull your elbows in tight and lower down to the mat. On an inhale, do a baby cobra. You can do a full cobra. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Turn those toes under. Press into your hands. Come up into a downward facing dog. Nice deep breath. In our resting positions. Get ready. In about 2 more breaths, we're going to bring that right foot up between our hands. Ready? Inhale. Let's go. Bringing that right foot up. Coming into your lunge on this side. Take your time. No photographers are present today for you anyway. Go ahead and come up. Watching the front knee. Take care of yourself. Nice deep breath. Bring your chest forward. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Bring your back foot up to meet your front. Into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse one out, all the way up. And sprayer. Nice deep breath. Deep breath. Feel your body. Feel the blood pumping through your whole body from our exertion. Notice the sensations as we get our blood pumping. Nice deep breath. Take your right foot back. Pretty far. We're going to do a triangle. So you're going to want to turn your back foot 45 degrees. That front foot is facing forward. The heel is just about intersecting the arch of your back foot. Bring your hips parallel with the long end of your mat. Adjust your feet so you feel nice and solid. You're going to keep your feet or legs straight for a triangle. Bring your arms out alongside your shoulders. Turn your gaze towards your front hand. Before you do anything else, reach forward as far as you can reach. Reach, reach, reach. And once you've gone as far as you can, reaching forward, pivot and pretend you're putting your back against a wall behind you. So you're twisting your torso open. Nice deep breath. Extend long in your waist, long in your neck. You can turn your gaze forward or down, either one. If you want to try something different with triangle, you can take that top hand and drop it down behind your back to see if that helps you open up more. And then you can turn your gaze up. Nice deep breath, pressing equally into both feet, the back edge of that back foot to come out of it. Nice tight abdominals. Inhale, coming up. Now turn your feet. Turn that front foot so it's at 45-degree angle, and turn that back foot so it's pointing towards the back of your mat. Again, lining up those hips with the long side of your mat, bringing your arms out to shoulder length. Turn your gaze toward those front fingers and reach as far as you can, and then pivot. Practice visualizing your back flat against a wall. Now, some people will try to come down really far and they're kind of bending over. You want to try to keep the side of your body long. It's a twist, not a fold. Again, you can bring that hand behind you. Nice deep breath. Straight legs pressing into both feet evenly. To come up, engage those abdominals. Inhale, coming up. Turning both your feet towards the long end of your mat, your toes. Your heels are going to be slightly out for a forward, wide leg forward fold. Nice deep breath. Straighten your spine. Hands on your hips. If you need to adjust your feet at any time, do that. You can bring them out further. Sometimes that helps you fold down further. Play with it. Nice deep breath. Extend your spine long and then fold from your hips. Straight back, coming forward, coming forward, coming forward. See if you can reach the floor or use a block if you've got a prop handy. Adjust your feet as needed while we still got that back nice and straight. And then on an exhale, go ahead and come all the way down. Wherever your all the way down is. If you can touch the floor, great. Like I said, if not, use a block. You can keep your hands on your hips if that's better for you. But let your head dangle. Let your head be loose, your neck, shake it yes and no. Let that blood flow to the brain. Nice, deep breaths. If this is too hard on your legs, if you find it to be uncomfortable, bend your knees. Say okay. One more deep breath here. Then we're going to rise up halfway. Make sure we don't get too dizzy coming up all the way, right? Adjust just a minute. Hands on hips, and then rise all the way up. Great. Come back to the front of the mat. Back to your mountain pose. Nice and tall. One more time before we hit the floor here. Beautiful mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Go ahead and come down onto your belly. All the way down to your tummy. Stretch your legs out long on your mat. Make a little pillow with your hands. Place your forehead on your pillow and let go. Just let go. Focusing on your deep breath. Noticing how every time you take that deep breath, your belly pushes you up off your mat a little bit. And then you lower back down. Just pay attention as you let your body relax for some lovely, well-earned moments. Let your mind be soft and clear. Just be right here, right now. Nowhere else. Just taking this moment to transition from our standing postures down to the floor. Start to slow it down. Slowing it down. Nice deep breath. Bring your arms alongside your body with your palms facing up and let your shoulders relax. Turn one cheek to the floor. Let your shoulders be heavy, opening up that back. Now turn your head the opposite direction to stretch your neck that way as well. Nice deep breath. Coming back to the center, let your chin rest into your mat. Bring your arms up alongside your ears. Extended forward like a Superman. The pinky fingers are down on the floor. Your arms are long and stretched. Your lower body is long and stretched. On an inhale, raise your left leg and your right arm. Nice deep breath. Oops, I got mine backwards. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Lifting, opposite arm, opposite leg. Using only your back muscles. And then let go. Now we're going to do the other side. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Your chin is in your mat. Inhale, lift. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice deep breath. Then let that side come down. Now let's see, we want to try all of it together. Let's try it. Again, with your chin in your mat, press your pelvic bone into your mat to help support your low back. And then on an inhale, raise both your arms and both your legs. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. One more, and then come on down. Oh, beautiful. Pressing back into a child's pose just briefly as a counter posture for that work on your back. Nice. Then swinging around to a seated position, your legs extended out nice and long in front of you for Dandasana. You're going to get your sits bones nice and deep in your mat. Your legs are extended. They can be straight or bent, but flex your feet. You can use a strap if you want to when we're doing our forward folds. Pull your spine nice and straight. So sometimes it's really helpful. Place your hands right alongside your hips and press to help get you there, and then let your shoulders be nice and low. Nice deep breath. Hold it in those abs. Dandasana, staff pose. Take your right foot and place the sole of your right foot either on your calf or your thigh. And once you get it where you like it, just let that leg fall out. Just let it hang out there. It's not going to do anything. Try to keep that back straight. If you want to use a strap, it's a good time to place it now. We're going to do Janu Sirsasana, head to knee pose. Get yourself back in your form. Nice straight back. Turn your body slightly towards the extended leg. And again, it can be bent or straight. And then on a nice deep breath, reach up nice and long in your body. Then bring your chest toward those toes. Your chest toward your toes. Again, keep your foot flexed. Your leg can be straight or bent. If you want to use your strap here to help pull yourself maybe forward a little bit further, you can use a towel or a scarf or an old tie if you don't have a strap. If the stretch on the back of your leg is too intense, just bend your knee a little. Nice deep breath, bringing your chest towards your toes. Your drishti, your gaze point, is your big toe. Your shoulders are low. Nice deep breath. And on an exhale, let your forehead just come down toward that knee. Just roll right on down there. And breathe. Breathe nice and deep. Nice deep breath, one more. And then on an inhale, straighten your spine. See where you are. And then rise up on an inhale. Beautiful. Swap sides. Shake it out, shake it out. Take your left sole of your foot and place it along either your thigh or your calf of your right leg. I'm going to turn this way to talk to you. Once you get this leg bent, whether it's down here or up here, just let it be. Keep your extended leg, your foot flexed. It can be bent or straight. Again, if you want to place your strap, get your posture nice and long. Turn your torso slightly towards that extended leg. Shoulders low. Inhale up. And then bring your chest toward your toes. Your chest toward your toes. We're going to keep your back straight and just doing a nice forward fold from your hips. Again, if you want to use your strap here to pull you forward a little bit more, if you have too much of a stretch on the back of that leg, bend it just a little. Just play with it. Your gaze is toward your big toe. Extending your spine nice and long. Deep breaths. If you can come forward just a little bit further. And then on an exhale, let that forehead roll down to your knee. And just hang out there for a few breaths. Feel a nice stretch, maybe in your opposite low back. I don't know, where are you feeling it? Pay attention to your sensations and your breath. Now, on an inhale, engage your abdominals, straighten your spine. See where you landed. Engage again, inhale up. Shake it out. Oh, we started a little bit late today, but we're going to finish on time. Always remember that once we're done, if you're somewhere you can continue to meditate, I invite you to do that. For now, let's go on and get down on our backs. Yay! Stretch out nice and long on your mat. Rock back and forth. Let it all shake out and feel good. Take some deep breaths. Deep, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Bend your knees. Bring your heels as close to your bum as you can. See if you can reach down and touch your heels. We're going to do bridge. And you don't have to do bridge. You can just do some pelvic tilts if that's what you prefer. No, you can just do nothing but try something. Even if it's just rolling around. So for bridge, we want to make sure that we keep our knees nice and stable. So you can either pretend you're holding something between your knees, or you can actually hold something between your knees to make sure that you're keeping them still. To begin, also tuck your chin, and remember you're not going to turn your head while you're doing bridge to be safe. So with an inhale, you're going to press into your feet, lift your hips up towards the sky. Then tuck your shoulders underneath, interlock your fingers, using your arms, press down on the earth and lift up even further for your bridge. You can kind of see why this would be called bridge, right? Nice deep breath. As you press up, you may feel your chest is coming toward your chin. That's good. Just keep pressing, tighten those glutes. Keep your knees nice and stable. Big deep breath. Then let's release your hands, release your shoulders, and exhale, roll all the way down. Beautiful. Bring your knees into your chest for a little counter posture. Now let's do it one more time. Placing your heels as close to your bum as you can. Reach down and touch them. Make sure you're thinking about keeping those knees nice and stable. And when you're ready, on an inhale, press into your feet, tuck your shoulders under, grasp your hands, press down with your arms and up with your hips. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. And then to release your hands, release your shoulders, and then slowly roll down. Bring your knees into your chest and roll back and forth if that feels good. Maybe go in circles. Give a little bit of massage in a different way on your low back. One direction and then the other. Bring your knees in nice and tight. Nice and tight. Extend your arms into a T out from your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath, and on an exhale, let those knees fall over to the left, right. Check your shoulders, blades. Are they on the mat? So you can get a nice twist. Yeah. Then turn your gaze opposite your knees and let go. Just let go and breathe deeply. Feeling that stretch, that nice twist in your waist. Send your inhale there, and with every exhale, just let go. Just surrender a little bit further. Let gravity give you the beautiful twist. One more beautiful breath here. And engage your abdominals. And on the next inhale, swing those knees up nice and tight. And then exhale, drop them over to the other side. Same thing, check your shoulder blades. Make sure they're nice and flat on your mat. And then just let the shape take place. Turning your gaze over your hand opposite your knees. And let go. Just let go. Let every deep breath send nourishment to your twist. Let every exhale tell you to surrender just a little bit more to gravity. Nice deep breaths. Soft, peaceful mind. On your next inhale, engage those abdominals. Bring your knees back up to center. Give them a nice squeeze. Let me check our time. I think it's time to stretch out for Shavasana. Traditionally, Shavasana is done on your back, corpse pose. Your legs are slightly apart and relaxed so your toes flop out. Your arms are alongside your body, just slightly away from your body, not way out, just so your shoulders can relax and your shoulder blades can relax. You turn your palms up to open your chest just a little bit more. And then you go ahead and turn your head from side to side slowly. Finding that center point right in the back of your head with your chin slightly tucked. Find your comfortable spot. If for some reason this isn't comfortable for you, find a place you can just be still and quiet, a position that works for you. It's okay. Notice your deep breath. We're still breathing nice and deep. So let's take one big deep breath together. Inhale deep, deeper than deeper. So much more than you think is possible. Keep inhaling and holding that breath. More. Oh, you can do more than that. More than that. Hold it, hold it. Notice that sensation to exhale. Keep holding it. Open your eyes wide, open your mouth wide, stick out your tongue, and let it all go. Let it all go. This time, let's do it again. Take your breath nice and deep, but when you hold your breath at the top, also clench your fists and tighten your legs, tighten your glutes, tighten your whole body. So let's inhale deeply as you can. Keep going and tighten everything. Tighten your whole body. Keep bringing in air, bringing in air, bringing in air, and then open that mouth wide, open your eyes wide. Stick out that tongue and let it all go. And now we're done with any special breath. Just begin to notice your own inhale and exhales. Soft breath. You can feel the air coming in and out of your nostrils. Feel it caressing your top lip. Scan your body for any more areas of tension and consciously say, let go. And as you say to your tense areas in your body that you might find let go, see if you can feel yourself actually sinking more deeply into your mat. Still and quiet, peaceful. As your body gets still, also allow your mind to get soft and still and quiet. Maybe you just notice that breath going in and out of your nostrils. If a thought comes, don't resist it, don't judge it. Just greet it and let it go. And go back to your beautiful breath. The soft sensation of air coming in and out of your nostrils. Another thought may try to come in. That's okay, that's what minds do. Just greet it like a cloud in the sky and let it float away. Would you take a few moments in your own perfect peace?
you have the luxury of continuing to enjoy your moments of perfect peace, please do so. Thank you so much for joining me, and remember, as you go through your week, as you face all the things that we face as human beings, that you can stop and reconnect with your breath and find that peace that you carry within you and that no one may take from you. And as you do this, I hope that you can cultivate some compassion, first for yourself and then for others around you, for a more peaceful you, a more peaceful family, a more peaceful community, and hopefully a more peaceful world. Namaste.